means my kitchen. And today, boy, do I have a deliciousness. This is one of my favorite meals. The weather is changing, it's starting to get a little bit of cold. And I want to show you this amazing, delicious, creamy Mediterranean chicken. And it's going to start with me turning on my skillet. We're all going to make all of this in a skillet, and it's going to go super fast. So what I have here is I have some olive oil, and I am going to add a good, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's what we're going to be needing for this entire dish. I have here a 1 red diced onion. It doesn't have to be red, it can be whatever color. I prefer red. I also have here 4 cloves of garlic that I have minced. I also have 12 ounces of roasted peppers that they're sliced. I also have 1.5 cups of chicken broth, 4 ounces of cream cheese, 2 cups of cooked pasta. I am using Fisilli pasta, and it's all organic, and it's also gluten-free. I'm also going to be utilizing over here a good heaping teaspoon of salt, pepper, and granulated garlic that I am just going to mix all together, because what I want to do is I have 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast. And what I want to do is I want to take this granulated garlic with the salt and pepper, and I just want to coat this chicken really wonderfully well, because what this is going to do is what's going to give this deliciousness to this. Now, what I want to do is I want to add my 1 onion that I have here. Very easy transaction. It's going to go really quick. So what you guys can do is, to make it easy for yourself, is to chop everything the night before, and then when you come home from work, it will be super fast for you. So what I want to do right now is that I want to render some of this deliciousness of the onion with a wonderful olive oil. And then I want to be utilizing the same mixture that I have here, and I'm just going to add it right in there. This is, again, remember, the very heaping teaspoon of salt and pepper and granulated garlic. Alright, so while that is doing that, I'm going to continue my ingredients with you. Get yourself a bowl, because we're going to be mixing. And then what I have here, in my case, I have 3 cups of baby spinach. Now, you can utilize 2 cups depending on the size of your family, then you can add more. But this is what I have. I have a good 3 cups of spinach. And I also have a little bit of spinach on the side that we're going to be garnishing it with. So what we're going to do is we're just going to brown. And that's the reason why we need a good 2 heaping tablespoons, guys, of olive oil. Now, what I have here is 1.5 cups of chicken broth. It is, when I make, what I do is I get the carcass of the chicken. So I buy a whole chicken when I'm making other meals. And then I will take this deliciousness, and I take the carcass and I just let it cook with hardly anything except for just a little bit of salt and pepper. Now, oh my goodness. The house is smelling wonderful. We are listening to Italian cooking music on Pandora. And when I was coming in, it's la 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 and a menzo mare. I don't remember the Italian words. And then that's what was playing. Because, it's good to have some good music going on, even though this is a Mediterranean dish. That I actually, my mom used to make this. My mom worked 10 to 12 hours, and she would come home and she would be tired, and she would make this dish, and it would be delicious. Now I'm going to add the garlic, because now my onions are doing very, very, very well. Now what I have here is I have cooked my pasta ahead of time, because when you do that, and you can do that the night before, drain it very well, and then the day that you're going to cook it, just rinse it with hot water, and it'll come apart. So it does work with wonderful gluten-free. Now that I have this going on over here, is I am also going to be bringing your attention to, now what I want to do is I want to add my chicken. Because now I want to get my chicken rocking and rolling with that beautiful 1 red onion and those 4 cloves of minced garlic. I get so excited. Yes, I do get excited. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my wonderful roasted bell peppers. Actually, I have red peppers because I really like red peppers. And then what I want to do is I just want to, you know, brown everything together. This gives it more flavor, more flavor. And what's going to make it creamy, although some, you know, we will not have a lot of cream sauces. Again, depending on what region of Italy you are, they do not use cream. Some regions of Italy, they use more cream. So what I have here is 4 ounces of cream cheese. And remember, I also have my 1.5 cups of chicken broth. So right now, what I'm doing is I am browning everybody together. Oh, it smells delicious. And trust me, now the chicken broth, I do not salt, so it doesn't have any salt. That's why I'm utilizing all this wonderful rest of everything that's going to go in here. And then what we can do is, you know, we can come back and taste once everything is rocking and rolling. So get yourself a little spoon. Remember, it's a very simple ingredients. You can find all the ingredients by clicking on the link of the recipe, Creamy Mediterranean Chicken. It has all of the ingredients, and now I'm showing you how to make it. So now I am mixing this deliciousness together here. Ooh la la! This is wonderful. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel because you're going to find all these amazing recipes. And this is one of, like I said, this is one of my favorites. You know, I did not grow up with cream cheese, but I did grow up with ricotta. And my mother would make this with ricotta, yes, with ricotta cheese. But I wanted to make it more creamy, so I am utilizing what I'm utilizing. So now the chicken is browning beautifully with those red peppers. It is beautifully, oh, I can say beautifully because it is beautifully. Now I am going to add my, and what I do is when I put these in jars or when I put these to freeze them, I will write down, you know, how many cups. In this case, I have 1.5 cups. And now I'm going to bring this to a boil, got that done with that. Because what we want to do now is we want to implement all of these flavors together. It's a beautiful dish. It's a very flavorful dish. So what I want to do is I want to let it come to a boil before I add my cream cheese. I'm going to grab my bowl. Very simple transaction. I am going to dump this beautifulness because what we are going to do, you know where I'm going with this, right? I am going to be mixing. I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to pour it all of this and then I'm going to mix it. So I'm going to go grab a bigger bowl. I'll be right back. Don't miss me too much. Oh my goodness gracious. I am getting my big bowl. I think I need my big bowl here. Oh yes. And I'm back. So I am going to add this into here. A bigger bowl because I think it's going to need a bigger bowl. Now, what happens is, now that all of this is coming together, oh, it's making this beautiful sauce. It is, you got to try this, guys. It is delicious. Now I'm going to taste. It needs just a little bit more salt. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to take another teaspoon. Because if you put too much, then you can't take it out. So I'm just going to do a little teaspoon. I am going to taste it again. Because remember, we only use 1 teaspoon for the whole thing. Oh yeah. I don't use a lot of salt, but that is preference by Elena Jones. Now I am going to add my cream cheese right in there like so. Now, let me give you a little tip. Remove your chicken 15 to 20 minutes before you're to cook it because it'll go faster. Remove your cream cheese a good half an hour. So what I'm doing now is I am breaking it up. I am breaking it up. Oh, and it's coming together and it's coming so beautiful. So lovely. He's making this beautiful cream sauce. Oh yes, baby, baby, baby. Now, my noodles, I am also going to add them in here like so. It's very easy, very, very easy, guys. And then very gently, I'm going to try to put this in here without spilling it all over. You know, maybe I should get another one. Maybe I should get a bigger bowl. I have a lot of bowls. So we're just going to put it right here, and then I'll transfer it to make it more prettier in this bowl. Hey, you know, sometimes you feel like it and sometimes you don't. So I don't have to mix anything. I just want to keep it all in here like so. Because now this is all coming together. It just comes together in a jiffy, guys, in a jiffy. I like to bring you easy recipes that will make your life easy. The chicken, it's nice and juicy. I went to my butcher and where I buy my meats. It's a location where they get all of their meats that are organically grown, meaning that they don't use pesticides in their products that they feed their animals. They're humanely taken care of for our use, and there's no antibiotics, no any extra of anything. So now this is it's starting to thicken up. It's starting to thicken up. I am going to taste this now. Oh, it's so delicious. Now, I do not add any cheese to this because it doesn't need to. And the chicken now, it's almost all cooked. That's why when you dice things smaller, it'll make your cooking even easier and faster for you. That is a tip that I use because, you know, even though I'm with you right now, as soon as I get off the air, I am going to become a minister. and I'm going to do what I do. So now this is really coming together. It is just a very easy, really nice sauce. And not only that, it's light. And although the weather is changing and it's getting cold, this is going to be so satisfying. And again, I do not need to have cheese to this because it's got the cream cheese. But you're more than welcome to add a little bit of, shredded Romano. Pecorino is a little bit too strong for this, but it would be like Parmesan cheese. So now this is getting beautiful. That's how long it takes. Just a few more minutes as everybody's coming together to the party here. And now I am going to grab this right here. I am going to shut this up so it will not scream at me. And now I am going to pour. Make sure that what you are using, it's heat resistant, so it's not going to crack on you. And now I am going to mix it all together. I am mixing all this beautifulness all together. Look how beautiful. Now I just cooked the fusilli pasta because I want to use the fusilli because it just catches all this deliciousness. And then now I'm just going to mix it like so, very easy. And then as it sits here, it will absorb all the beautiful juice. It's got all this beautiful juice because what I did is I didn't cook, you know, pasta should not be cooked until it falls apart. Pasta should be cooked al dente. And it'll continue to just do its thing in here. Then now what I want to do next, oh my goodness, look at this, this one piece of, oh, You know, you can taste the onions in there. So now I'm just going to take the rest of the spinach leaves. And I'm just going to julienne them. Julienne means you're going to roll them. Then you're going to take your knife. And then we're just going to slice these guys. Now, I'm not using basil. So this is, I know the one time that I don't use basil on some Italian Mediterranean cooking, right? I just want to have the spinach because this is what I have here. And then that way you can really see it. And then what I want to do here is, watch this guys, I'm just going to add all of this beautifulness. It actually looks like Christmas. And pretty much, this is my creamy Mediterranean chicken. Let me bring it closer to you. Look how beautiful this dish is. You see how beautiful that is? You see all that beautiful juice over there? That is going to be so delicious. And you can add some more of that. I want to thank all of my sponsors. You know who you are. And thank you so much for joining me. God bless every single